Hello, I'm back. I'm the CEO of Moeda Bank, Tina Reis here, and that's the third live session with me. I'm very glad to answer your questions. This week we have the survey, and the most voted questions about Moeda was like the plans for 2019 and also the digital banking account, the fiat integration. So yes, let's start. We have many plans for 2019. We wish to achieve a million accounts by 2020. So we are pushing the efforts to making the plans and the goals and objectives with all the teams to reach that goal. And we want to increase also the projects that you can invest in. So we are partnering with new organizations and also new impact investment funds that can provide us both the more capital to invest in the project so you can invest alongside us, as well as good quality of projects. So we are improving the due diligence process. So we're making everything like faster, but still with a lot of quality. So we can select the best projects for you to invest alongside us, as well as other features that we are improving in our technology that will help us to scale up. And we realized that commercialization is a big challenge for all the SMEs and the cooperatives that we invest. So that's where we started the marketplace. So also the marketplace will be available for other cooperatives and other businesses and enterprises that want to promote their products with us. So we are building the qualification process and a certification process for that, so we can have more products that will make impact in our online store alongside the products that we co-branded, the coffee and the beer and the ones that you already know. So that is one of our plans too. And the prepaid cards that is coming up soon. That will be like other topic for the other live session. But that comes along with the digital banking accounts. Now we have the integration with fiat, so we can provide the full like crypto fiat services for you and bridge the both traditional world and the crypto world. So we make easier for people to buy the MDAs free. So you can buy the MDA with a credit card. That in Brazil makes more like sense because people are not used to cryptocurrencies and they feel very difficult to buy on Binance and other exchanges that we are listed at. And so for buying in an easy way with a credit card or a PayPal account, we facilitate people to join us and start investing from anywhere in the world. Also, people that are not familiar at all with cryptocurrencies, they understand better that flow of like buying the MDA with a credit card or PayPal. So that is the feature that we have right now with Moeda Pay that we plan to expand to other stores too and other cryptocurrencies too. And so that we can facilitate the investment on our projects. But the main and center currency will be always MDA. So that is where we focus the most in our efforts to have as many utilities that we can provide for you to use the MDA, both investing, buying a product, and many other things that you can use the crypto. Also, coming up soon will be the loyalty program, where we'll be able to use the MDA as a collateral for investing in our projects too. So stay tuned for that. That is coming up. And now we are open for questions.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people that asked about more details on our marketplace also. Are you able to talk a little bit about it?
Yes. So our marketplace is very unique. We use the protocol of Stellar. So once you purchase a product, we have an immediate split of that payment. Let's say you purchase the handbag or the coffee or the beer directly from our website. that's that payment goes directly to the Moeda banking account for every particular person or entity or individual or fund that is involved on the all the supply chain of the product. So that is very unique because we cut the intermediaries on the process of commercialization. So you can buy the handbag and that goes directly to the person that made the handbag. And for us, that is more transparency into bringing up this new like solidarity economy and the circular economy. So you can have the trust that the money is going directly to the person that made the product and not like too many organizations in between. So that is very unique. That is the first marketplace ever to do that. And we also realized that this particular feature from splitting the payment is very important for other organizations that want to join this like movement of conscious consumption. So we also are offering the pay as part of the marketplace. So other marketplaces and other online stores can also have that specific and particular feature from us, also to show their customers and clients that the product is coming from their sources, and also the product is making an impact because from like building up our strategy on impact metrics, we realized that the most rich data that we have is coming out of the products because once you invest in a product, we know right away how many jobs we're creating, how many women we're serving, how much we increase their revenue, so we can calculate like a lot of the impact starting from the product. So when you purchase a product, when you invest in a project with us that turns into a beautiful product, we can also measure that. So we can measure tangible things like how much money people got, but also the intangible things, how the quality of their life have improved, and also their family and their community. So that is very important for us, and we are gathering all that data from the marketplace. Also, in the process of qualification of products, we came up with like a lot of beautiful questions that will turn into a certification process to have those products join into Moeda. So with that qualifying process as well, we know if the product is organic and if it's sustainable. So we have like a lot of data that we gather from that that will help us to measure and monitor and track better the impact that we make with our products and with our marketplace.
Great. So people were also really curious about next seed projects or what's going on.
Yes. The next seed project is beautiful. It's about fashion. Fashion is a big subject in Brazil, especially for women, because many of it's easier for them like to take care of the family and still make a handbag and make money for themselves. So the handbags that we are providing, they come from the northeast of Brazil, this region of Ceará. So in the rural areas of the Ceará, it's very difficult for living, and usually those regions are we have a very machismo. So usually it's the man that controls the wallet in the home. So when the women have the opportunity to work and work on her own time, and they can make the handbag and in the weekends or late in the nights, and they still take care of the husband and children and the family. So for them, that means freedom. That means dignity, and that means a lot of other things that will be understanding more as they share their stories with you. We're planning to also doing like this documentary and like sharing their own stories with you, so you can understand the difference that will make in their lives by either investing or purchasing one of the beautiful handbags they are making. But also we saw that that is a need of qualifying and better improving the entire supply chain and also improving the quality of the handbags that they make. So in search for that, I came across Selina from the Catarina Mina brand. So she's helping us into the project. She's a beautiful designer. She started already a project a long time, so we are joining efforts with the Catarina Mina and building our own collection. So the name of the collection is Kayana. So we have the first handbags, and from those beautiful design, like putting together the designer and the handbags and improving the quality of the bag to turn into like a brand like Chanel like bag, we expect to also increase the value of the bag so that we can benefit even more the people that make the bags and also improve the quality of their lives alongside with other knowledge, also like education on financial education, how to package the bag and how to do the logistics. So there is a lot that comes with that project that will benefit them beyond just making and selling a handbag. So we have to hope to improve also the knowledge and bring wisdom to them.
Perfect. We have here Rafaela Marcela asking in Portuguese, so please let's answer her in Portuguese. Como colocar os produtos no Moeda Marketplace? Poderia oferecer os meus?
Yes, yes, everybody can apply. So we'll make it available short in this week, a link so you can submit your product and also tell us more about your organization. You're welcome to join. We have a selection process and we'll get back to you between like 1 to 5 work days.
Okay. So besides marketplace, people are also really curious about everything that's going on with Block and our expansion to other countries like Africa that we're really getting close to, like Smart Africa and all. It's often that we receive also people messages from people curious about when we are going to make our expansion to Latin America. Can you just tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, we are excited. First in Brazil, like to bring together and really doing right first in Brazil and experiencing the model that we put together and making it sustainable. So we reached that in Brazil, and we have been very successful with our first projects. And every project that we make, we have in our minds that we can replicate that project into other countries. So coffee, beer, fashion, milk, and other products that we are working together with, we tend to understand better the sector that we are involved in so we can replicate those projects very easily. So also the metrics on impacts and our impact strategy we are implementing right now and building upon the experiences that we have and the lessons learned from the projects that we first invested in. So we are able to expand that very easily into other countries. So in Latin America, we partner with ProMujer. So they will be our hands and people on the ground like to expand. ProMujer is a big organization. They have like 2,000 people on the ground. They already did more than 3 billion in loans. So they are very experienced. So we will partner alongside them. So we'll bring the technology and they will bring the human capacity so we can expand into Latin America. And also in the other countries in Africa, we plan to expand to Togo and to other countries that already expressed the interest to have Moeda there. So, but we understand that this is a very complex problem to solve. And I think I've specialized in like solving complex problems. But every country that we grow, we do depend on many factors, on many actors as well, and we do need many stakeholders involved because we deal with regulations, so the regulatory process is something that is challenging on growing to other countries. Banking licenses, like it's difficult to get the full banking license and get people to understand also how to work with cryptocurrencies. So we also need banking partners on growing into those countries. And fortunate enough, we do have many beautiful partners join our line soon, and that I'll be able to announce later. But also the challenge with the government. Here in Brazil, I have a lot of involvement with our government, and we have partnerships with municipalities like the government of the state of Ceará and the mayor of Fortaleza. So they built up infrastructure, and with that infrastructure coming from the government, we are also able to commercialize and create this hub of services and products better alongside the government. So I do see the potential of like us growing up being very linked to the partnerships that we make on growing up. So I'm like taking the time to partner with the right people with like-minded hearts and like and values, and where we do see like the synergies, people that are already doing the work and need like a piece of technology or what we have, and we can share the experiences that we have in Brazil and implement into the other countries. So for us, we are fortunate to have encountered beautiful key partners for expansion. So we start that very, very soon.
Okay, that's it.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here, like talking to you. And let us know any questions that you have. And for our next survey, next month, I will be here answering your questions. It's a pleasure to build up Moeda and our vision and everything that we are doing with our investors. And we welcome you to join more the weekly shift and everything that we do see the reports and comment on that and make suggestions. Everything is welcome, and we are very glad to have you on board for that long journey. Thank you so much.